Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like Poland is getting ready for war. I mean, all its moves indicate that they are arming themselves, they're increasing their military power, and they bring troops towards east, which is Belarus, which is Ukraine, which is, look further, Russia. Maybe you're familiar with the fact that the Polish government ordered 500 HIMARS, multiple launch defense air systems, blah, blah, blah. Now, I made a big fuss about that in many of my videos because if Ukraine is able to destroy Russia with about 20 HIMARS systems, why would Poland order 500? Who are they getting ready to fight? The Russians? No, because we already know that the Russians were destroyed by the 20 units that Ukraine has. So why would you order 500? On top of that, Poland is ordering 300 more of the same kind from North Korea. No, not yet. From South Korea. So there would be 800 multiple launch rocket systems, the highest quality. Why? I mean, if 20 work for Russia, what do you need 800? For whom? For the United States of America? No. Now, on top of that, the Poles are increasing their military. Now, what do? And both the Russians and the Belarusians are asking the question, what's going on here? Why are you doing this? Well, it's only in defensive mode, obviously, right? So I have an article here from Russia Today, and it is from today, the January 10th, 2022. Poland to create new infantry division in East, Defense Minister states. The formation is needed to deter Russia, Mariusz Błaszczak claims. All right, deter Russia. All right, the Polish military is going to create a new infantry division equipped with state-of-the-art hardware in the eastern part of the country. Poland Defense Minister Mariusz B. has said Warsaw intends to put the new formation together as soon as possible, end quote. Błaszczak pledged on Monday. The main area of its operation will be the Podlasie province bordering fellow NATO member Lithuania and also Belarus, which is a close ally of Russia. Now, if you have NATO troops and they occupied your country anyway, some numbers say about, 80,000 or so. I can't verify that, but it's about that. On your territory, why do you need about what, 30 more, to 25 more thousand? So let's see. According to the minister, the division will comprise 4 brigades, separated into 4 battalions. A division is a military formation consisting of between 6,000 to 25,000 troops. All right? So, something in between this. They want to create. The new forces will be armed with US-made Abrams and South Korean K2 tanks, locally made Krab and Korean K9 howitzers, as well as reconnaissance drones, he says. In his interview on Tuesday, the minister expanded on the reasons for the creation of a new armed formation in that specific area. And I'm quoting, "We know who threatens us and where. For Poland, the main threat is Russia and its imperial tendencies. That is why more troops are needed in the east of the country, and that's why a new division is being set up," he told the news portal. Poland previously concentrated more of its forces west of the Vistula River, which separates the countries roughly in half, running northwest towards the Baltic Sea. But Warsaw's new strategy is defense of every meter of our land, the minister insisted. Since the launch of the Russian military operation in Ukraine, Poland has become a country in direct contact with the war, as Warsaw has been helping Kiev on military, political, and humanitarian levels, he pointed out. Now, by providing this assistance, and I'm quoting, we take on a lot of responsibility, but we do it consciously, because the further we manage to push Russia away and the greater the losses inflicted on it, the better it is for us and for the future of our democratic world. These are the defenders of the democratic world as well. We must remember this and stand by Ukraine's side till the end, he added. Warsaw had been one of Kiev's main backers in the EU amid a conflict, blah, blah, blah. All right, now let's see what's going on here. So they say, we take a lot of responsibility. Yes, you take it. Nobody asks you, but you do. But we do it consciously, because the further we manage to push Russia away. Oh, could that be maybe you just bring your troops into Ukraine a little bit, so you push them a little bit further? Could that be an option in the future? I think so. And it's under the cloak of helping Ukraine, I think, is getting back some territory. But hey, it's just me talking shit. But it's not only me, there are some other ones as well. And one of them is retired U.S. Army Colonel Douglas McGregor, who said that actually Ukraine, Poland, I'm quoting Colonel McGregor, Poland has great ambitions, and Poland thinks, according to Colonel McGregor, thinks that Polish position in Europe is very much below where they think they should be. They think, according to McGregor, that the Poles think that they should play an utmost important role in the European politics, which should be an A-grade country. They should be like the most important country over there. And he said, well, that's kind of like a delusional, but nevertheless, they always thought that they should be back where they were in 16th century, 15th century, but unfortunately they're not, according to Mr. McGregor, the colonel. I have no, personal assessment on that. I think I agree with, I agree with Colonel McGregor on that one. And, I'm looking at surrounding countries, maybe except Germany, what could happen if Poland gets its way. The problem is they already attack Germany, asking Germany for $1.3 trillion, money for the Second World War and so on. They take on Germany, Poland. I mean, who else? It's like you jump right to the supposedly leader of the gang in Europe. That means you think you are someone, and good for them. I don't have any problem. You can do that. But the problem is when you get a bloody nose and you go back under the rock you came from, then what? But anyway, let them try. Let them try. They're the United States' main vassal state in Europe anyway. So let them try. We'll see when they hit the Russians and see what happens. They think they're going to settle some scores there too. Well, that's good. We'll see. Now, this article comes from, it's an extra about the same issue. It's from European Prav, not the same. Tuesday, January 10th, 2022. Belarus calls new division formed in Poland an aggressive step. Well, no shoe. What we find out here is that the formation of another division is part of a plan to strengthen the Polish army, particularly by increasing the number of soldiers. The Polish army is expected to increase from 164,000 to 300,000 men. Hey, people, how about people? Let's be inclusive, no? Okay. So, you see, I have no problem, and you do whatever you want on your territory. You increase your army to whatever you want, as long as you can support it. It's fine. I don't care. It's your right. The problem is, if I am so nice and not nice, but I would say normal in saying, well, that's not my business what Poland does on its territory. If they want to put a feather in their ass and walk naked on the streets of Krakow, that's their business. I don't care. The problem is this, is when you deny other countries the same thing. Now, that's what I don't like. So when you think about, for instance, and you discuss about the security guarantees of some countries like Ukraine, or you talk about Poland, or you talk about Lithuania, Any country should have, has probably security concerns with other countries around. So does Russia. But somehow we are to believe that Russia doesn't have that, should not be allowed to have any security concerns. I disagree with that. Why? Because that runs against, law distributed, across the board, and I don't like that one. Because if Russia doesn't have security, should not have security concerns, because the argument goes Russia is a big country, then the United States should not have. And I guarantee you that if any country poses the slightest threat to the United States, which is, let's put 3 rockets or missiles in Cuba, for instance, or in Guatemala or Honduras or something, I guarantee you the United States will be blowing up, and we say, oh my God, that's security concern. You can't do that. So that argument drops. So then what other argument can be? If strength is not an argument for security concerns, you're too big, you don't have security concerns. All right, but what if a bigger guy comes next to me? Should I have security concerns? Yeah. And that's NATO coming knocking at Russia's doorstep with NATO, right? In Ukraine, and Poland, and Romania, and Lithuania, and Latvia, and Estonia. All those things are next to their border almost, right? So put it that way. I think the only reason is to destroy Russia. It's you don't have any concerns. Don't worry, we're gonna take care of you in the middle of the night while you sleep calmly, because we assured you that you're gonna be safe. Well, Russia doesn't buy that, and for good reason, because you would not buy that, I would not buy that as a private citizen. So why should these guys, where they have a lot to lose, we have only our lives to lose. Okay, it's one. But these guys have a culture, have a history, have a civilization, have a territory, has 145 million people over there, and so on. So it's not you and I are just little fish over here. But anyway, the principle is there. If I have security concerns, you should have the same right to have security concerns, and we can discuss them. And I can say, no, I disagree with that, but at least we talk about it. But if I say no, then you can say also no about my security concerns. And what are we going to do? There you have it. So, thank you very much for being with me again today. I think Poland is getting ready for more than it says. And it's not a defensive move as they try to let us know. And oh my God, yes, it's because we're afraid of Russia. Russia in no way, no time, no second said they will have anything to do with Poland. Never said anything about invading Europe, nothing like that. But you can make scenarios, but I can make also scenarios. So it's going to be their scenarios or your scenarios against my scenarios. And where do we get with that? You come with a scenario and I say, well, no, it's not going to happen, because my scenario will just contradict your scenario based on no evidence. Because there's no evidence that the Russians want to invade Europe. It's just a scenario. Like I say, no, let's don't go to work anywhere, because next year Jesus Christ is going to have his second coming, and it will be a-okay. That's a scenario. So stop working. Why not? There's no evidence. I mean, evidence is in the Bible and the scriptures, and right in the dogma and whatever some smart guys interpret it as, right? Second coming. So, I can make a lot of scenarios, a lot of them. I have a big imagination, just so you know. Anyway, thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.